Again, thank you guys for listening to
that's your Bakersfield stuff. I'm Texas back to Bakersfield.
Anything inspired by. This is one I wrote a long time ago. I wrote before I ever had a hint of a record deal. I was driving air freight, making a living in the daytime, barely making a living, and started working clubs at night out in LA. And the whole urban cowboy thing kind of swept through Southern California, and so like there's a lot of country bars that were there from the beginning, you know, back through the 30s and 40s, from the Dust Bowl, Tom Joad Road to now. But it just happened that it kind of took over the whole culture there, and you know, in the early 80s, it seemed like every firm bar turned into a country joint, so I had work offered, and I got hired a lot, and I'd get fired a lot. I said, you know, they said they wanted country music, and I don't think they meant it, and well, not in my version of 1981. I would get after a couple of times of that fired or hired and fired. I would make a point of being very explicit when I was hired. The club owner would say, "Well, what kind of stuff do you do?" I said, "Hard country." And they go, "Oh, really?" I said, "Yes, hard country." And they said, "That's what we want." So they thought, well, yeah. I mean, I was all game to go with that. So all right, I'm your guy. And after a couple of weeks of me doing Bill and Roll, Flat and Scruggs, and Merle, yeah, hard country. Well, they stuff. I'd go in there ahead of the band, or before I'm supposed to play that evening, and I might see the club owner motion to me. And it's happened more than once. Come over to the bar, and he'd lean up there, and say, "Hey, we really like what you've been doing, but I'm thinking maybe we need a softer form of country. It's hard." I said, "Really?" So I got a couple nights
I would actually have been there early enough that he would have that conversation with the particular owner. Like I said, happened a few times, more than once, enough to make an impression on me. But I'm not bitter. As Ricky Skaggs would say about me, he said, "Oh, he's not bitter." So, actually, it worked out okay. So, I was carrying my PA cabinets out, as the band pulled in. I got a story, but that's what started me thinking about this whole tangent of the story here I've got you on now. Early in my career, they all complained I don't talk enough. So he doesn't talk. I thought I was paid to sing. I just got up and did the thing. Thank you. I said thank you, but I didn't have these long-winded discussions. Now I'm a blithering idiot. So, but back to the point of this rambling story. So while that was going on, before I even had a hint of a record deal, I was this music store in LA called Bedlam's Music in the Larchmont area of South Hollywood there. And these old bungalow houses that have been converted into stores. There's still a great piano store there on that street. It's been gentrified a little bit, but at that point in time, there was this great music store, Bedlam's Music, and it was a sprawling old house. And you go in there, and I'd be looking at guitars I couldn't afford. And the fellow that owned it was named Saul Bedlam. And Saul would have his eye peeled for any musician that came in, and he'd watch him, and he was a former saxophone player. And he'd yank that alto sax of his out and come from around behind the corner if he saw you playing with him. And I'd see him come, and I thought, oh, this is not going to be good. What I'm doing is not conducive to saxophone. But I knew Saul was the owner, and I thought, well, I better indulge this. Maybe I'll get a better deal on this guitar I can't afford. Never did buy one. I couldn't ever afford one from there, but he'd come over and he'd start playing with me. He was a sweet guy. I said, I might be playing, I don't know what I was playing. Down the road, I should be down the road. And Saul started, blowing with the sax. Then I'd stop and kind of politely stop because it wasn't really sounding that great. And he'd say, don't do that again. That was great to play with. So I don't know if it's really appropriate for sax. He goes, no, it's good for sax. So we played a couple more times. And I bought my PA cabinet from Saul. I've got these big old TV PA cabinets that he had in there. And he saw when I was buying them, a different day than when I was playing the guitars. But he saw me get a little anxious about probably the last dollar I had in the checking account to pay for them. And he said, look, I know these are expensive for you to buy. He said, but obviously you need them. I said, yeah, I do. I got some gigs that booked me on. And here's the deal I have with musicians. He said, if you get in a hard way, he said, you bring them back to me. He said, I'll buy them back for just a minor stocking fee or whatever. He won't even charge me. He said, and I'll hang on to them. He said, I'll hang on to them for 60 or 90 days because you're probably going to need them again. He said, I've seen a lot of guys come through here, and I did find out he did that with a lot of musicians. He was a sweethearted guy. So that part of this song, it kind of set the song up in a literal sense. Most of my songs that I write are composites of my emotions, but a lot of other people's emotions and things I've witnessed, not always in my own life, most of the time, a lot of the writing, not my own life, but they're composites of things. But this one, the start of this one, has a literal narrative to it. And while I was sitting there, thinking about how everything was going, about the 12th day of 15 days, man, turned out to be a lot longer than I thought. 15 days, I thought, wow, it's gotten hot. It was cold when it started. It's been 15 days? I asked call the band, I said, it's been longer than 15 days, hasn't it? I was sitting in the kitchen thinking about that and feeling sorry for myself. And I realized this song might have been a premonition about the things I was looking at that summer and the following spring in that kitchen. My pretty wife was holding that beautiful baby on her lap. I thought, all those years ago when I wrote this song, it was actually a premonition about this moment with you.
everything I own. I'm a little man whose name is Saul. That's what I'm